Welcome to Speed Skating Deconstructed. What makes a skater great? We had a display of greatness today in the men's 10,000 meter speed skating. Nils from Sweden. He skated a world record at sea level on a pretty slow track. Although Mark Messer, the ice maker from Calgary, is making some great ice there. So it's so great to see these athletes doing well. So Nils had the race of his life today, 12 and a half minutes, 12:30, lowered his own world record by 2 seconds. What can we learn from this great athlete? At this channel, we're not about the drama and the accolades. We want to learn. So what can we learn from this skater? I've already posted 2 videos in October about this skater. Turns and straightaways, timing, track pattern. He does it all very, very well. But what else is there? There's something more with Nils van der Poel. And there's so many things to talk about. I want to keep it brief. He's 25 years old. He was a great junior. He went into the Swedish military for 2 years, took a bunch of time off the ice, came back last year, about a year and a half ago, and just demolished world records and times and Dutch skaters and Italian skaters, everyone else, Russians. He just demolished everybody. In that interim, between then, last year, February, March, and now, the Dutch press was saying, well, this guy's going to burn out. He can't do it. He's an anomaly. But no, that did not happen. Nils produced results. And it's not complicated. What he did was very specific and genius. He came back to the sport with a greater aerobic capacity. So in speed skating, if you want to be a good distance speed skater, try to tap into your aerobic system, not anaerobic. You don't want to build lactate out there, especially with how the technique is now. You can look at Nils' race. He's getting energy out of the ice, putting energy into the ice. His straightaways are different than his turns, almost like different sports, but his track pattern is perfect. So the skating of Nils is impeccable. It's perfect. And relative to a guy like Patrick Rost, who got second today, David Giotto, so great to see this Italian. He's been fighting a long time, got the bronze medal. Really happy about that. He's a warrior, went from 11th to 3rd in that race. Really, really great. But Nils nailed it. And his lap times, his pace, his coaches, it was like the perfect demonstration. It was a master class in speed skating distance in the clap era. So look at that race. I can't show it. I've been blocked. But my videos are there. But what else can we learn from this champion? He's unorthodox. He doesn't do things in the conventional way. For example, he skates basically only his race pace in sets on the ice by himself, inners and outers. Other people are like jumping on trains of 10 people and doing sprints and doing all this stuff. You know, Nils is focused. So what can we learn? Focus. If you want to perform well, focus. Also, if you want to perform well, be unorthodox. Ask your coach, hey, can I try skating like this, real radical? Nils is the most radical straightaway skater, I'd say even more than Jurek Bergsma. So there are physics involved here. It's not like pushing on your quad like we used to do kind of in the middle. He's jamming around there and bouncing off the ice. And to do that, you get a lot of rest and a lot of energy from it. That's what he does extremely well. Then in the turns, it's like a totally different animal. He's just never moving. He's just curved here, just blade angle, everything's lined up, boom, 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 boom. And he's right into the straightaway. So his track pattern is outrageously good because he does it over and over and over in training. You can't produce results in a race if what you do in training is not directly related to that race. So his training is very specific. However, off the ice, it's unorthodox and weird. He like last year, he skated the world record and went for like a 4-hour bike ride. This year, he got an injury in his hip early in the year and he couldn't run anymore. He was used to running. He adapted, got on the bike. End of story. So adaptation, we can learn from that as well. So there's so many lessons to be learned. And I also point you to his interviews. Don't go look for what the reporters say. Look for what he says. The best words come from the champions. And this young man is going to do, I think, a lot of things in life. He said it already. He's pretty much done with the sport after March, after the World Single Distance in Heerenveen, and he's going to move on. And he says bigger challenges await. And I believe that's going to be true for this young man. But what can we learn? He's a pioneer technically. He's on the shoulders of Sven Kramer and Jurek Bergsma for sure. However, he's a pioneer in his approach. He's bold and provocative in his comments to the press. He's not afraid. So he has no fear. So if you want to be a great athlete or great in anything, dispense with the fear, focus on what you can do, be specific, and make adjustments as you go through time. So just a great example of a great athlete and what we can learn from him today. I'm Jeff Kleiber. This is Speed Skating Deconstructed. We will see you next time on the channel.